Xiaohu whenever he wants it. And Light and Crisp just have to find a good reset timer if they want to contest
I
ropes.
think one of the trends we've seen in LPL.
Oh, he got the slowdown. Does have the rocket jet. The flash is going to come out from Kanavi. Everybody's here from JDG. And Xiaohu's going to pay the price. It is going to be JDG with first blood.
Xiaohu overpushes his advantage, and one thing I was just about to say is, yeah, the objectives are coming up, but the trend in the LPL is getting into lanes before, just as it starts to spawn. Missing core.
A little bit of a return as Bissig caught in transition, going to immediately pull the exhaust onto Tarzan, still going super low, and the CC chain isn't going to be enough. They don't have the damage. One more auto attack. Crisp wants to mount up, gets the shattering, goes for the flash. Crisp just wanted a little bit of supportal blood.
Oh, that's so funny. Man. There was a solid second where he could have just flashed away from Kanavi before he twisted advanced him. And perhaps just didn't expect between Kanavi and
They're going to be level 6 with Light.
Well, that's the big thing. They've hit their ultimates now. You're looking for the Sejuani, the Ashe Lights. Let's see if he throws the arrow.
Speaking of, going to go for it. Does it striking well onto Kanavi. Here comes the crash down as well. Tarzan and Crisp don't have much damage, but they're about to be followed up. Xiaohu's coming here, trying to get the resets. Kanavi's going down first. There's the explosion. His Light takes him out. Now Missing's being slowed down, and Weibo, they're just going fisticuff ham on JDG right now. Ruler's by himself on the other side, but a double kill comes over for Light.
See, there's a lot of disrespect coming in from JD.
For Tarzan as well, so going to try to utilize that to continue being super proactive as we look by.
Tarzan, he is such a beating heart for this team. He's coming bot side. Here comes Xiaohu, comboing up.
That's the check mark that we needed. Now see if Flandre has that dog in him. Going to go ahead and wither down and try to get out of this one, but he is under turret and just beautifully juggled by Weibo.
Might be a bit harsh here.
Yeah.
Around galloping.
Yeah. Tarzan and Chris just making sure that they got presence in the enemy jungle so no one can roam up top side to stop Breathe. Breathe does still have flash ult if a fight erupts.
I just love this approach from Weibo. Do not give JDG an inch to breathe. And now Missing is in a lot of trouble here too. He's going to get that explosive charge. And here comes Breathe over the wall. Slicing Maelstrom to boot. Ruler's coming in to clean things up though. Might as well call him Mr. Clean as he's already helped one. Now Flandre slowing down Breathe. Breathe by himself here. Nice sniper shot from Ruler. And he's going to find more. A double kill comes over, but it's more so Ruler making the difference.
It's an overcommit from Weibo, and they're punished by JDG as Ruler collapses. Now the 1v1's ensuing on the bottom side.
Yeah, this is a little bit of trouble for Yagao as he's all by himself. Does have the approach velocity coming at him in Light, looking for the outplay, looking for the solo bolo.
Blinded by the Light.
But then it's just about this true shot barrage. It hits everyone. Then the Bramble smash through 2 more members. And Flandre, and they could catch Flandre out here. Hello!
Well, and unfortunately, he just walked into the bush. There he is, Nasus, going to try to tank it up as much as possible, get back over to JDG.
You know,
as they're about half health on the Rift Herald now.
I've got to say, Flandre, I think, underestimated how much damage he can do to Xiaohu there. He stood on the E, and he's got Triforce, but
there's a TP lane coming in, I think, as now Light is going to come over. The Rift Herald had already been taken by JDG now. Here comes Mom to provide a little bit of support for JDG. True Shot Barrage comes across on a Chris, does a lot, though. Breathe going to pop the Slicing Maelstrom, Missing, getting very low. They really want the kill there, but Weibo and JDG, they're just punching each other back and forth. Maybe not having a big advantage for Weibo is going to be to their detriment. They're going to try to deny a top lane dive here that JDG are pulling off on the Xiaohu. Luckily, Tarzan and Crisp are here. It's going to be JDG full committing. They want a TP. Solar Flare coming through. Xiaohu just knocked around in the bouncy castle of JDG, and on top of that, they'll take the turret.
And if you look on the other side of the map, this is one of the good situations to see that they're denying value from Weibo, who could have used it here.
It's just a very solid macro play from JDG. They understand there's not really a counterpunch for Weibo to have. They don't quite make that tier 1, and the blue wall's going to spot out Breathe.
The blue trinket. It always uncovers the rats as Breathe was trying to get out of that one, but now going to have to slowly try to make his way. He's being completely covered by JDG, and Breathe caught out in the side lane.
Also, just very good discipline for Breathe in on the flat.
Into this Dragon Pit, because not gonna lie, going early on the Soul Point would be very nice for Weibo. Try to deny some of that stacking objective for JDG, though JDG are gonna use this Rift Herald in mid lane to try to get that prio, and it's gonna be Kanavi leading the charge, though Chris wants to back up that engage, as now immediately comes down to Glacial Prison. Kanavi doesn't have much of a health bar left, and he just gets exploded as now Light gets that kill. Weibo going for it. Breathe overextended, but maybe it doesn't matter as he goes in and he gets the kill. They're going to try to follow to Ruler now, but a lot of that overextending now coming back to bite Weibo right in the butt as Yagao and Ruler come up big.
It's a Zenith Blade into the heart of Weibo. I thought they'd come away with a great fight, would have led into the Dragon, but they get bitten back, and JDG come away with a mid-turret Dragon.
Again, disrespecting the possibility of a turnaround just because of how strong Kanavi, or rather Yagao is. Just Yagao's AoE damage. I'm not even sure if Ruler necessarily missed the Mystic Shot either.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is all of this skirmish.
Weibo gonna lose the sideline turret to Flandre as well. This is probably the most strong Nasus will be. And as we said, Weibo really needs to land that knockout blow at first, and they've just given up that Dragon. They didn't feel like they can look for the pick.
Yeah, in terms of picks, for Weibo, their real target is JDG look to start up a Baron or anything like that. And JDG will be privy to this as well. They will know as a missing. Caught up here.
Oh, chunk missing. Oh my god, where did your health go?
We thought it was a smaller shaped exhaust, but it's a Leona one instead. Does not get any tankiness there. Puts on the Eclipse, but immediately melts.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, without being able to proc the Aftershock, Leona that much damage.
Chris with a massive engage. Here goes Mom across on Yagao. Is starting to execute people left and right. Though JDG are a little bit worrisome about this fight. Ruler is stepping forward. Ruler is stepping up, and he's layering in those mystic shots here. JDG feeling much more confident. Look at these two carries. Step over. Flash is coming. Carry back in the league, and the fact that he's stepping up with those arcane shifts forward. Big stuff, but here comes Tarzan. Is he going to go for the 50-50? Solar Flare coming out. He's going around the corner, but it is already secured by JDG. Xiaohu on the flank. They are being surrounded, but JDG just trying to get themselves out of this one. Weibo not confident, though. Tarzan's going for the long con. They want to stop JDG's
They have to say out breathe.
Yeah, that's
he does, but only from half HP.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He just gets one shot, and then it's just about that chase down. But we're out of that because Kanavi.
Weibo, they're looking for picks. They want some more blood here. They're going to get a nice little double crash down, but Christmas getting low, and here comes Yagao with so much damage. Flandre going low as well. There's the enchanted crystal arrow, though. Missing's already gone too. Xiaohu getting the resets, but look at Ruler, look at Yagao. Every time we get into these fights, they are untouched, and they are looking so confident as they move forward. Flandre still about a quarter health here, but they can't find anything else. They're going to try to follow it up, though.
They are. Ruler on the side, has one E, uses it.
Dude, Ruler is feeling himself here. They've got them locked down in the alcove. 280 carries, pushing Weibo to the brink. Tarzan tries to go forward, but breathe! He gets one back, but in the end, it's Ruler that stands tall.
It's an uptrade for Weibo because they're also going to get the Dragon on the back end of it.
They stopped the Baron achieving anything.
Yeah,
so Weibo
push forward.
Yeah, and now Deathcap achieved for Breathe. Once his flash is up, we just have to keep our eyes on him and Missing. And whether or not Missing is going to be able to man-mark him out of the game, or if Breathe is going to be able to find that game.
Weibo, though, they have shown that they're pretty able to kill the front line in a way, which I thought they weren't going to be able to do so well. Here comes Kanavi's ult.
I mean, they're just pushing this into the base. They're going to take an inhib out of all of that. They are getting a little bit of a response from Weibo on the sideline with Xiaohu, but it is going to be a little bit paltry.
We're under a lot of criticism for this year. They came in from the 2023 super team of JDG. They have stepped up. Another arrow. This time lands onto Missing.
Weibo realized that there's some weird positioning here. Ruler going to cleanse immediately, but the Baron already going half health. This would be a second Baron for JDG. Breed has a massive flank. Here comes Mom, though, as they already have
Yagao.
It's a 50-50, potentially coming through. Big crash down from Crisp as the Baron has been stopped right now. It's all about the damage. JDG, they've taken everything from Weibo. They got the Baron. They're getting kills, and Ruler is still at a full health. Oh my God! The man's at full build almost, and it's absolutely being felt. Ruler is the measuring stick of this series.
It's been a while since we could say it in the LPL, but Diff is measured with a ruler. Isn't touched in so much of that fight and gets a lot of value.
Yeah, Weibo, they're scrambling to get this Dragon, though, and they should just about get it. Yagao is here, but I think the DPS should be good enough. Tarzan's got Smite, unless Yagao can one-shot Light.
Yo, chill, bro. He gets the big kill as he gets his GA pop. Now he's in trouble.
But that's the thing, Tarzan, he can't kill the Dragon, so he's just got to back off.
God, Yagao.
Baron, they've got this mid lane inhibitor open. Xiaohu and Light both dead. The DPS dealers for Weibo. JDG encroaching for a game 1 victory.
They want to finish it off. Big engage from Breathe. Big engage from Crisp. Is the damage going to be enough? Look, Ruler is still untouched through all of this. They are losing their front line, though. It's going to be much more difficult for them to navigate this one as Xiaohu does claim one back. Ruler goes for the flash. Immediately eventually returned to by Xiaohu, but JDG still knocking on the door for game number 1, knocking on the door for what can be for this team. Yagao and Ruler have made this series start off with a bang, and they're taking down Weibo every step of the way. A couple more kills and one Nexus in their eyes. A game
Tarzan could very easily smite the Gromp and just set up for the dive.
Looks like that might be the case they want to go for here. Just try to get some advantage for this bot lane. Play around light. That's what we wanted. And here they go. On to Ruler. He's going to flash out. Going to cleanse. Is still going to go down. And it goes to Chris first and foremost. Although Kanavi is making his way down. He might be just in time to try to catch Tarzan. Sapling going to spot him out here. Missing wants to go over as well. A lot of damage. The Bramble Smash. You don't need no damage. You don't need no carries when you got Kanavi and Missing coming up clutch. They were the primary factor in game number 1 to get the ball rolling for JDG, and that ball is rolling all the way. The Light gets one back. That's huge. Now he's able to get away as well, so he gets the trade back.
Yeah,
and
I do think that Light has been the unsung hero for Weibo for a lot of this. This is a big fight.
I call that wall the death wall, and we're about to see the namesake come alive here as Weibo, they have overextended. Nice little triple crash down, though, from Chris, trying to separate it, but Yagao steps up, kills Tarzan right out, and now it's a 4v2. Chris is trying to dodge his way out of this one, gets a nice shattering strike back, but gets a double kill over, and now JDG, nice.
He's level 6 now, he's level 6 now.
He's got it all day long. Xiaohu, the saber-tooth of summer, with a triple kill.
Xiaohu was late to the exchange.
To get into the fight. Right. But watch this. As he uses the dash over, he drops below his ult mana, so he can't get himself that huge first lightning crash. Another fight.
Oh, Yagao caught in the side lane here. 3-man pickup by Weibo. They're going to try to give it over to Light, and they do indeed.
Great pick out of the replay. Unsure exactly how the lane assignment doesn't seem like Dragon will be the case here. It's just going to be a couple of camps stolen away on the opposite side. But now it's a dive on the top side to Breathe.
We're going to try to get this one here. He does have the Slicing Maelstrom available, although we are going to see him get all the pressure from JDG. Nice little juggle so far. He's still surviving pretty heavily, but Flandre does tank it up, and it will end up
flat face surface value. The early part from Tarzan, other than the fact that it gives a good thing for JDG that they get out as quickly as they do without losing that much. But Ruler Flash, Yagao Flash, a lot of consequences to that exchange, and now the top side is being pressured heavily. Crisp still has his own.
Breed's coming. There we go. That's the teleport being used.
Yeah, Yagao doesn't have much health, and he try to get out, but they've been caught between a rock and a hard place. Chris goes for the engage, Slicing Maelstrom over top of it. Weibo's composition is coming to bear onto JDG. Breed's gonna hide. Oh, he's going to try to get Missing. Oh, he misses the Q. Still gets him in the end with a double kill for Weibo.
Another game. Kanavi's going to get shut down in this early as well. Dies under the turret. Weibo's first 15 minutes have been very good.
Really and this is silly off this tower. He's going to get it as well. So it's first blood, solo tower, a bunch of plates. This Nasus is good. Totally viable. I'm going to have to hold this point. Ruler.
Oh, no. He stepped back up. He is going to be just fine, though. They're going to take this outer tower and leave this defensive structure in shambles.
Give us the ghost story of Wither versus ADK.
River. We don't get to talk about that. Yagao gets to talk about walking into a bush against Breathe. He's got that Tony Hawk's pro skater right there.
I love Zeri. Could they?
I do too.
Hex Flash.
They still want it. Yagao, you overstayed your welcome here. And Breathe will claim that kill for Weibo.
It's another series of plays where you can just see Weibo playing the wide map. Xiaohu has a load of gold. He gets down towards bot side. And again, just look at all this dominoes.
Like, it's so scary, the game will not allow us to talk about that.
We might still see something around this dragon.
I'll get to it eventually, don't worry.
This is a first dragon for JDG, would be a second stack for Weibo.
Ruler just cleansed.
Yeah, Ruler in a little bit of dicey situation, but it is JDG who are going to even up that objective focus there, but Weibo, I mean, they've taken all of the outer towers at this point, and this is the bread and butter of this team that we haven't seen over the last 2 best of 5s.
Yeah, I really think it's becoming apparent to me now as well as just how little damage JDG have right now.
So far. And looking to get another tier 2 tower down here for Xiaohu, who is just monstrably ahead. Here comes another arrow. Is Light gonna stop the back? No, we gotta do something for this man. JDG though, they're striking back. They're doing something for themselves. They're getting some of that standing gold. We are on those second items for carries on Weibo, so we're gonna be able to take another tier 2 tower down here with just their
neutral games this time around. It's a Mikhail's adaptation second. as might have to hold that point. Tarzan could be in a bit of trouble here.
Could be quite useful now.
Yeah, I think JDG want to pull the trigger here, but look at Breathe. He's got a heck of a flank here if he wants to go in. He's going to close the door, and he goes right in. As Weibo, they are desperate for their first win here in the last little bit, and they want it so badly. It's going to be a couple kills going the way of Light, but Xiaohu is coming forward with the flash. You wanted to get is it's just a readaptation of the picks that we got in that game number one. It's realizing
I've got. In all fairness, I will say, fully inspired by LS, and the Shen jungle pick is actually fantastic.
I've got one first place, first time getting themselves into a winning position,
and that's just got to be a huge weight off their shoulders in some regard. Obviously, still a lot of weight with the last Worlds ticket for LPL on the line. JDG, they're going to pull the trigger on some of their ultis. Solar Flare went a little bit wide, but the rebuttal from Weibo is going to be potent. Xiaohu's taking a mid-inhib. The siege is going to continue down here for Weibo.
It's a death by 1,000 cuts. The whole game has been when JDG group up, Weibo split, they take turrets, and now they've got so much gold. Doesn't actually matter. JDG have not been able to defend anywhere on the map.
They're trying to pull a JDG from game number one and just end on one fell swoop. They do have multi-waves coming in. The Baron buff still on alive for 50 seconds here. They just need to find one kill, one opening, as the first turret will end up falling. They still have a few minions here, but looks like the siege is going to recontinue as this second wave comes through.
And the Super's coming in through the mid lane as well. This should be game. JDG have to pull the trigger now.
They are going to. One last ditch ever, but Kanavi's already down. The general at the front has been taken out, and now JDG, they might be raising that white flag for game number 2. After so long, 7 games in a row of devastating losses, Weibo have woken up.
It was very apparent in their earlier games. They were completely controlling the map, and Kanavi was ruthless. But trying to get those teeth back into sharpened form here is JDG to try to take that step forward. And on the other side for Weibo, we'll see if Kanavi ends up getting the dog bite down into him. As that plant might not be long for the world. Stranglethorn going to come out. He didn't want to burn the flash, does indeed in the end. Does have the rest of JDG to come down, but it's going to be Breathe that cleans up first blood. And now Lightning Crash from Xiaohu. Going to go away from the fight. Breathe does not have any exit strategies, but does have Tarzan coming over as well.
You want to get bot side river control to help with that.
Ooh, nice, still double headbutt pulverize coming out from Missing. Not much to follow up on that one. Will be getting the flash play out of Tarzan here to try to get Missing down. They will end up getting that kill for Light, and now it looks like it's all Weibo all day long. Ruler is nicely kiting though, but he's in a 1v3. Yagao is coming over as well. Ruler gonna flash. Ruler gonna get 1. Ruler gonna get 2. No, it's Yagao that gets it in the end as well. Though Xiaohu comes over and says, "No, we are done with this."
The wall is at your back, and you don't have a mobile champion. It can be very dangerous. Weibo give up their position in the river.
Tarzan coming down with Breathe, Light right behind him, bullet time pocked up, ready to go. As he did get a couple trades with those though. Kanavi getting 5 grubs total. Here's the TP coming in, re-engaged though. Weibo want to fight, bullet time across the pit. It's like fish in a barrel here. JDG being brought to task here. Nice little Meganar ulti from Flandre, but on the backside, Xiaohu tried to get a flank onto Ruler, but he might have bitten off a little bit more than he could chew. Ultra Shock across onto 2, but they do end up getting another kill for Ruler, and Yagao still kicking.
I think though, out of all of the carries in this game so far, Ruler biggest benefactor for a lot of those skirmishes. You could argue Breathe as well, as JDG will get this Dragon free. Weibo potentially may change, and again, in a reactionary game, vision control is a big deal. So Ocean Soul definitely could.
Okay, I can pull you around the map like this. This allows me to get objectives in certain places. Weibo, they get themselves that mid lane turret, but again, the next step is there, spreading the map.
Velocity scaling there to catch anybody that might be out. Now, it is all the focus from JDG on mid lane. They're going to use those 6 grubs to take down another outer turret.
This is a huge point, because now you've taken down the outer ring of turrets. I think particularly Ashe loves this. You get vision control across the other side.
To know the highest highs just last year, almost a year ago now, in that World Finals, to having to scrap your way here into a final best of 5 to get a ticket there. That's a little rough, as speaking of rough, Tarzan going to be poked down pretty heavily, and luckily gets a nice little move out. That's a huge bullet time! Light coming alive, and his shining it right on JDG. Beautiful play, but it is Xiaohu going over now with the double kill, maybe going down here himself. Flandre is looking for the big Mega Gnar, but can't find it in the end, just trying to get out of there too. Weibo, they are scrappy, but they are here to play, as they're gonna get the lockdown on Flandre yet again, and Light comes up clutch.
Weibo find the snap engage. You could call it clean. I'd prefer to call it crisp. Gets them over the wall. The vision control was kind of skipped a little bit. Now Chris sadly gonna fall.
What
but
is
hey,
up with you, Caster
up
Kirby?
again, and I think they've just seen in the last couple of minutes, yeah, it's kind of hard to fight back from this ring of turrets being down. Let's try and answer by getting some extra turrets around the place too. Xiao, who teleports towards top side, is trying to push that in. He's not gonna cleanly get this, I don't think. Flandre, pretty hard to take down with his flash.
He's got no armor, but Xiaohu isn't 2 items, with Chris well missing there as well. Okay.
There's a lot of people here.
And Light's joining the party as well. Where's the Ash Arrow?
Oh, Flandre, he can't get Mega Gnar just yet. Trying to build it up here. Missing, trying to buy a lot of time for him, but this is a 5-man play from Weibo on top side. Light gets another one. The turret's going to fall, and Flandre left out in the dust. A preemptive play from Weibo, and it ends up paying up big.
And the Baron spawn now as well. That's the big problem. If JDG had managed to save another member or two, maybe they could take the bot lane in a turret. They can't. Weibo, they pounce over a series of plays, and now JDG have to stop this Baron.
Gotta try to get in there, gotta try to do something. Ruler was waiting on the wings, does end up catching out Crisp. Kanavi is in there, but the pull is gonna come through from Weibo. They really want Crisp to get an engage. 5,000 health on the Baron. Is it just gonna be a 50-50? Crisp going down to Ruler. Kanavi's in the pit. He's getting burned down though. Big enchanted crystal arrow, but it's already Kanavi gone. Baron secured by Weibo, but here comes JDG. Ruler might have overextended. Tarzan himself though, nicely engaged, but the Magnus Storm goes a little bit wide for Crisp. And JDG, they're cleaning house. You might have gotten those purple capes, but they are torn to shreds.
I mean, for JDG,
because if Weibo had managed to get themselves a clean Baron, if they've been able to get themselves so much value out of the last few
5v5s, and it's going to all be about the little interactions between the two. JDG start up the dragon already, burning it down. Weibo are surrounding them like sharks. 3,000 health down. Now Chris goes in, big engage. It is secured by Kanavi, but in the end, JDG going to fight their way out of this one. Kanavi separating the fight with the Stranglethorn. Fareed going to have to flash his way out. There is nobody falling, but everybody's got a bloody lip here, and Weibo do not want to let them walk away. Oh, it's on a Tarzan. Give Ruler the sticks, man. And now Weibo do end up taking back their lives and surviving in that fight. Only one of these teams can step into that fold. Now Baron about half health. Weibo with Breathe on the side, maybe looking for a little bit of a flank.
Drawing the bend.
Chris found a big engage, but actually just goes right back over on a Yagao, who's going to flash away. Now Kanavi goes gold, and Ruler is there trying to take down Breathe. He does indeed. Now Weibo, they're in a little bit of trouble now. Mega Gnar is going to fall for Flandre though, and he needs to get out of there. Xiaohu wants to step up. Half health on the Dragon once again. Kanavi and Tarzan, point and present. Who's going to get the better smite? Nature's Grasp comes across. It's going to go the way of the light. Of course it does. As JDG try to find a fight after Ruler's going to flash away to his death, and Weibo come up big again.
Ruler was delaying Breathe from entering the fight, and I wonder how much of an impact that JDG, they just have to get him into a position where he can open up.
And even though he's that big damage dealer, he's still 2,500 gold behind Light. Light is just so godlike in this game. 7-1-7 arrow!
They got Xiaohu, and he's right back to it. Xiaohu is gone. Major damage dealer out for Weibo. Much power to be the leading force for JDG. It comes up paying dividends here.
And it does break apart some of this Baron siege, but they still got the tier 2 in the bottom side Weibo, and they're now looking for the top side engage coming in from Tarzan.
They do end up getting it. Nicely done with that Nature's Grasp across. They'll get that tier 2
Won't have
tower.
flash coming up in the next few seconds. This Dragon being started by Weibo.
It is indeed Xiaohu, the primary factor in that, doing about half its health already. JDG feeling hesitant. They don't get the combo there on a Crisp. And now Weibo, I mean, they feel super confident to step up. Flandre is in Mega Gnar.
Teleport!
A little bit less, but here's the flank. As it's going to be Breathe, looking for a big one. Yagao is caught out, going to Valkyrie away. Here comes the Nature's Grasp yet again. Weibo, they are just pushing the buttons of JDG here, missing. He's getting lower and lower as the sun is starting to set. Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide, and Weibo, it looks like they're playing mind games right now with JDG. Ruler's all by himself now as well. Will not fall to the Ultra Shock Laser, but Chris goes back in for the engage. Now Kanavi going golden. Flandre nowhere near Mega Gnar, and Weibo wiped the floor with
Shandong Gaming!
It all goes right for Weibo. The Mega Gnar times out. The TP from Breathe is good. It forces Yagao into an awkward spot, and there's just not enough damage returned by JDG on the opposite side of the map.
Insane damage from Xiaohu and Light. Ruler, no
Oh my God! He just shut them all up and zipped their mouth closed. Now Tarzan, oh, that sapling. Maybe it's not enough. He wanted the approach velocity. No, he goes back in. Oh my God, he's got the fight. He's got the fight. Ruler! You keep doing it, but it doesn't matter because Weibo finishing the game and they do not want to go.
So this is just going to be Grubs of Dragon as far as I can see right now.
A trade deal, you say?
Trade deal.
Indubitably. Very demure. Very demure.
What?
Oh.
No, it is also just
all
about...
fills into this game plan of one item, start to make some real proactive moves across the map. Use the 6 grubs if you can as well. I think that's what JDG are really looking for. The time window where they get strongest is actually quite soon just coming up. That's a catch.
Nice bramble smash, but the immediate flashback from missing. Tarzan's going down heavily as he is cut to tinder. As now Chris coming over here on the missing though. Xiaohu putting some serious work in. The Ultra Shock laser going to slow down Yagao. Now Light coming over, can't hit the bomb, but Chris going for the engage. Magnet Storm over. JDG fighting this one tooth and nail. Xiaohu comes up with one. JDG are starting to flash away, but they're losing bodies. And a big bullet time from Ruler. And it's going to be Daisy. No way! He dies! Ivern is a friend of the forest, and so is JDG.
The fadeaway
Turret down quickly, very important. Get that standing gold there. As they will get up to 4, they'll at least get the might spawn, but Weibo have made their presence known here and will force JDG off of it. Missing got hit back by the satchel charge, but Weibo, they really just want to recenter focus on these grubs. They go for the flash play, never mind, they want the blood. They want Kanavi's head, and they do take it indeed, and they'll add another one to it. Missing's head has gone his namesake.
And it's just the perfect amount of aggression. Is about to actually hit Mega, so he's got a TP timer, but the problem is the rest of Weibo don't really care about that.
He's just going to try to take the 1v1 into Flandre, but imagine being in this position as Breathe. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier in the series itself as they're going to try to make a play on top side. Actually preemptive Nature's Grasp as they actually might catch. Okay, he's going to flash out. I think that's a...
Dragon for Herald, Tower for Tower. But with that teleport, it should just be Weibo Tower. Herald should be theirs. And it's actually going to be enough trade. Well, someone has to grab the Herald.
Yeah, that ain't happening, buddy.
That ain't happening. I don't think JDG are going to allow that one.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
That is very unfortunate.
I will say, though, still denying it. And I think that's a big thing. Breathe going to catch Yagao, gets the wall stun.
Oh my God, he's got so much damage. That's a big Gnar, baby. Yagao, you're in some trouble. The wall up hits. Oh, Breathe can't do it. The rock fling, but it didn't matter.
The history inside of regional qualifiers finds a moment for himself, a solo kill onto Yagao, and let's see how crucial that could be as this fight unfolds.
JDG a little angry after that one. They want to take out that anger on a Crisp, and they will get Kanavi another kill. That's a 3rd one for the Ivern of JDG.
Yeah, we're going all into the split map again now. Lots of plays across the map, trading turrets, looking for these picks. Of course now, JDG with that kill, looking to just see if they can push up and get a bit more of that vision, retain that vision in the bot side jungle, maybe get a blue buff steal.
Try to get over there too, as Tarzan is going to be in the middle of a bouncy castle right now, throwing his own bounce right back, but he's in a little bit of trouble. Breeze coming over on the corner. Yeah, he might look for it. Nature's Grass coming across, though. Breeze starting to stack up this Mega Gnar. TP is going to be coming in. It looks like we're just throwing it all here in the bottom side as Breeze is not going to find the angle there. Flandre able to slice and dice his way to safety.
So maybe not. Piling on. Flandre doesn't have flash.
Oh my God, he does so much damage. The sapling plus the slows there coming in as he's still Mega Gnar, still looking for the ulti. Gets the slowdown on the missing here from Crisp. They do not feel confident going. Mega Gnar misses. Bullet time right back. You do that, and it is calculated by JDG to take you out. A moment they take Breathe gone.
To remember for Breathe.
You know, got the Triforce Corki. Flandre's going to be there as well. This will fall very easily. And sadly for Breathe, he's not really pushed up the wave quickly enough in that bot side to very easily take that.
Breathe, but it's going to start timing out here.
If they can get Missing to just very quickly reset. I think another thing that's also just ticked over is Yagao's Muramana as well. So he is more than ready to fight. Weibo have started up this dragon. Missing can't go back to base. They're trying to enter through the bottom side. JDG and Breathe's Mega Gnar just timed out.
Oh, that's so rough. Missing going for the solar flare. Gets the flash out of Light. Light trying to reposition here, but Breathe is just a mini Gnar. Yagao wants to take him out. Yagao, he's trying to kill Breathe by himself. He wants revenge. Yagao, he can't get him in the end. Oh, the false pop goes
wide, as now JDG did take that dragon in the meanwhile, and now looking for an engage. Daisy leading the front, but will be taken out. Chris blocking back. Tarzan hit into Nature's Grasp. Yagao with the flank of the century, maybe, but Xiaohu wants to take him out. Big bullet time from Ruler as he steps up yet again, and JDG put down Weibo as Breathe in his little mini-Nar form will be nothing against the might of Ruler.
Ruler wants game 5. Ruler does not want the story to end here. A magnificent team fight from Misfortune.
Takes it into his own in their favor.
We talked about how it was a risky fight for Weibo. Item spikes were hit for the carries of JDG. Yago can't quite get the solo kill into Breathe.
2024 and want to push it to the brink. Ruler and Yagao, both of them in this series, there's been some lows, but my God, when they're stepping up as big as now, he might be a little bit caught. Big Mega Inferno Bomb, bullet time coming across. You thought he was caught, but it was really Weibo who were caught all along. As it's a double kill for Ruler, and they're gonna find more in mid lane.
I can't tell who's more broken, Ruler or the fact that Ivern can even keep him alive in that kind of position in the first place. Either way, it just doesn't matter. JDG, 5 strong, are marching onto the base of Weibo, and they should be able to crack this one open.
Yeah, behind every godlike carry, there has to be one of those people holding up the platform. Kanavi, almost 4,000 gold advantage in the jungle on the Ivern, saving the
They've already
day.
busted down the mid lane, now they're looking at top.
T2 should be a relatively easy siege. Weibo is still coming back out. Ivern and how cheap his items are. This 4,000 gold lead, it feels like a 6,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
He's got 2 whole completed items over Tarzan. And there's just not much Tarzan can do about it. Tarzan even went lock it first. He's just that economy.
As well of being ahead, just in general, you kill things quicker. You kill jungle camps quicker. You kill objectives better.
Yeah.
Attack for
It
Weibo.
truly is.
Thankfully, they've got, you know, things like the saplings, but the problem is the approach is so slow that this Baron's already half HP.
The night is dark and full of tears. Weibo know that oh so well here. 2 games back-to-back have they dominated JDG, but here they are, backs against the wall themselves. With that sweet sound of silver scrapes right around the corner, JDG just want to
They leashed it! They leashed it!
No! Oh my God! Weibo take the Baron! They'll get all 5 out!
It might not be for the game, but they've just C9'd it.
Okay. Maybe Xiaohu getting away. Tarzan might not be so lucky. That make it rain just slowing down. And now the lightning crash coming out. Weibo in some trouble. Tarzan going down. They lose one of their capes, but JDG, they might have just fumbled a little bit of this.
They leashed it! They leashed the Baron! There was always the risk of a Ziggs throwing a bomb in there. Weibo, they take that reaction. They do lose Tarzan, but I don't think it costs the game. You have Ziggs wave clear, you have the Baron minions. Weibo, somehow...
Mega Knight's about to time out, and that's definitely when JDG are going to look to get a little bit more aggressive. There it is, it's gone. They're going to step forward now, but look at Crisp. Look at Crisp.
Oh, he's got a big engage. Okay, bullet time coming across. There's Nature's Grasp. It's going to go the way of Kanavi. They have secured Soul for JDG. The fight after, though, Xiaohu looking to put in the damage. Daisy's already gone. Crisp going for the engage on the missing, but they might just turn right back on him. This is so dicey, but JDG, they're waiting to pull the trigger here. They decide they don't really need to. They're going mid.
They can walk up the mid lane. They can actually stop the bases here, and Yagao could just end the game straight up.
That's what they're going for. Yagao already going that way. Ruler going that way. They're using this here. TP coming in, though. Breathe might be able to stop that siege coming down, and it looks like they might have gotten it re-engaged, though. JDG, they're picking apart the stragglers of Weibo as Light is left out by himself. They're also losing the fight in the base. Ruler kiting his way to victory, and of course it's Yagao and Ruler who put the finishing mark on this game number 4, and Silver Stripes, here we come. We have seen them rise to the highest heights. I mean, they made it to finals, and it was such a shock to see those performances. Backs up against the wall to try to make it to them.
Yeah, I'm very curious about what our jungler is doing here. Tarzan's on the bottom side.
Level 6.
They know he's down there. He's got that level 6. Engage from Crisp. Re-engage from Missing!
Back. Chris goes under tower, but the whole time, Chris goes down. First blood goes over to JDG. Immediately responded. Both sealed. They want to get a big combo off. He has a massive flank, but I think JDG realized now Nature's Grasp coming. Ruler tries to flash over, but cleanses. He's trying to get to safety. He's all by himself, and now he can fight back, though. The rest of JDG, they have been scattered to the wind, and Missing has made himself a martyr, as now Fate Seal goes a little bit wide. Ruler sidestepping, bullet time across to try to get some damage back, but Ruler's taken down under turret and wait. Q3, but will not find it.
It did feel like Tarzan could have just twisted advanced Ruler again through the root and then kept him in place.
Dragon.
As a Dragon now being started.
Daisy, no!
Daisy's gone, but a second dragon will be secured.
Weibo also looking for a potential play on
No
the top side,
Dominus.
but Flandre, like you say, no Dominus, flash away at Sharrow.
Oh, they're going to target him
run him
down
down.
here. They have the approach velocity.
Yeah.
Flandre doesn't really have an exit unless he uses slice and dice potentially here, as he will end up getting some distance, but the flash immediately comes through, and Light, he is not. Light's going to pick up a side turret here as well, just funneling the gold into this guy, and that has been the conversation for Weibo. We've seen the times they faltered, they lack coordination around playing around Light.
And I think also really importantly here, Xiao, who's in a comfort zone for them, denying that 6 grubs, using the Herald in mid lane, starting to get themselves really onto these structures.
I mean, they're able to break down a lot of the outer towers of JDG here, and they'll try to get this mid lane. Just a little bit of a love tap, and it'll finally
JDG across the map. It's going to be a full inner turret. Light calls the bluff of JDG. JDG can't start the dragon in time. They don't have...
JDG simply don't have a solid answer. They'll finally find an answer in this tier 1 on the bottom side.
Instead up there, it's actually JDG not feeling super confident moving forward. Chris had a hell of an angle, but he's by himself now as he's just getting burned down. Weibo, I mean, the alarm bells are starting to sing as Yagao picks up one. TP coming in, he's trying to stop him there. Does end up doing so as well with the Q3. Enchanted Crystal will go wide, but Tarzan hits that Nature's Grasp. It should
not really gained any terrain, and they're also losing this bot tier 1 because they had to go and catch out Crisp. And
JDG
I love the
surrounding.
Misfortune ultimate so critical here. Red side, but Misfortune ultimate over the wall could be everything. JDG, they're seeing it go down, but it's gone off.
Xiaohu looking for a side lane pick.
We found him!
Got him! Maybe this just makes the difference. Xiaohu looking for the solo. Cannot get him. Yagao makes it out
Ruler, his ultimate could be so crucial. That bullet time is what I've got my eyes on.
Any setup matters. I mean, Weibo are going to commit to this. Crisp has a hell of a flank. Crisp, the world champion, trying to make something happen here. Missing by Z gets Xiaohu. He wants to look back. Yagao does get out alive. Ultra Shock laser back. Missing overextended, though. Missing's in a little bit of trouble here as Xiaohu goes right back. And it's going to be Missing giving his life for it. And Light claims another kill. So many big names, so many big moments lying in these next little bits as JDG... They're trying to surround them a little bit. Maybe they just overextended themselves here too. Kanavi gets slowed down, does get out of that bait seal, but the enchanted crystal arrow from Light will claim down Kanavi. The general is down, and Weibo look to sink their teeth into Jindong Gaming. Here comes that Nature's Grasp. Light gets another one. Big lightning crash from Yagao. He makes the difference. They got the double CC, and Weibo, they are putting JDG down every step of the way. Missing sacrifices his life yet again. And this is looking like the Weibo that was foretold.
And how much can Weibo actually get? Ruler!
Ruler gets him! He gets one back! No way! He's gone! And the Weibo signaling!
Gaming, but man oh man, so close. And the delayed ace.
Weibo, they've just been doing this bit. This might have just been enough to put Weibo into that game controlling advantage.
6,000 gold plus, just about 5,000 now for Weibo, but they have the Baron buff. They can keep pushing, and they look like Ruler gets hit! Not again! Not like this! Every damn Weibo has its day, and that day is today!
That might just be it. Weibo still have the Baron buff.
No way!
Make it back to Worlds.
All the disappointment, all the question marks surrounding this team. 7 losses in a row could not keep them from Worlds as they take JDG down a peg. It's the last turret's gone, and Light, the man that has led the way, and it's Weibo as our LPL 4th seed.